There we go. All hooked up and ready to go. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with Crash Bandicoot 2 Insane. Now, give me a second here to finish getting set up. Got a few things I gotta quickly do. Hopefully things aren't too glitchy or laggy, or there's no drop frames. Audio is good. Hopefully everything is going as smooth as booter. Hopefully, because things haven't been smooth as booter. All right, 1 second here. So I do gotta clarify something, which I feel like I shouldn't have to, but here I am clarifying it from today's video. No, Spyro 4 is not canceled. Today's video was exploring the why as to why Insomniac decided to not develop the next Spyro and what happened. It does not mean that Spyro 4 that does not mean that Spyro 4 is canceled. I just having a hard time. Yes, I have to clarify that. Yes, I have to clarify that when I say why Insomniac isn't making Spyro 4, that doesn't mean that Spyro 4 has been canceled. Okay, hold on. It's been a day. Today's been a day. We launched the new Pokemon channel, which it's going. It's doing its job. Like I said, I didn't make it a big public announcement. The whole point was to try to make sure that everybody that enjoyed it had it organic. Just to make sure that everybody that would like to actually, you know, watch the actual videos will watch it, because I know there'll be a big surge of people being like, oh yeah, I'll go support you, and then they come and they go to subscribe and then they don't watch it because they're not really into Pokemon. So that's where I'm like, okay, I'm trying to make it as you know, organic as possible. So and yes, for some reason after the end of every stream, our bar now decides to have an absolute fit. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know why. I'd be down for someone to fix it, which I believe I know what we're going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be just want to let you guys know that tomorrow we're going to be streaming the Sonic Cross Worlds Open Network test. We are going to be streaming that tomorrow, in case people were wondering, because that is going to be going live, I guess, tomorrow. I found out about it yesterday or today. I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's go with it. Let's do it. That's going to be our stream for tomorrow. Okay. Hey, Crusher Zero!
I feel fired up, Bob.
Became a member. How's it going? Well, welcome to becoming $2. Woo! Just in time. Wow! Come on. Thank you, Carlson. I appreciate that. We went for her first appointment today. Her first, like, the check. And things seem to be okay. You know, and oh my gosh, Scarlet the Hedgehog just became a member. There's a lot of 2 members already. If you want to become a member, there, you gotta click the join button. And if you can't find the join button, did I finish this one already? I can't remember. Did I? I already did. Okay, well, we can quit it then. On. I didn't realize I finished it. What the? Well, I appreciate that, Scarlet. Thank you. There we go. There it is. Quit. There we go. I believe I finished it. Yeah, because it's got everything. So. Okay, so we should be good. Thank you, Crusher, and thank you, Scarlet. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. I think we're good to just, yeah, keep going. I think so. Nick Joseph donated $1 through Streamlabs. Give me 1 second. We gotta set the Streamlabs thing because it's weird and squirrely and goofy. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully everything is all balanced. I saw that Alina said that things were a little bit quiet, but we seem to have fixed it. Maybe. Hey, see, I'll fix that for you. Y'all, hope you're doing well, man. Let's get insane. Glad to hear your mother's doing better. Yes, she is doing better. She's still in pain. They did clock a new infection. Do you have to do anything special? I don't think so. I think you can literally just sign, like, go to the store and literally just, like, download it, and that's it. That's literally it. So they seem to have clocked a new infection, and we're gonna get the lab results hopefully sometime either this week or next week, and hopefully that everything is okay. We found that out today, but they don't know what kind it is. And so we gotta wait and hear and wait that out. So hopefully it's gonna be all right. So, but yes, thank you everyone for your love and support tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Nick Joseph, as well, for the $1 to make the bar go from it being insane to being a little bit more settled. Also, if you guys do want to support the channel, there is a link in the description below. But if we hit our goal within the next 2 days, there will be a bonus stream in September that will be an 8-hour stream, and it will be a challenge stream. And thus far, the options that we have is CTR story mode, except I can only play. Oh shoot! Forgot about the double jump. I can only play the turning class, so I gotta play the hard mode, and I can only play turning class. So that's been the first suggestion, and I hate it and love it because it would be a great stream. So if we do fill the bar, we will have an 8-hour stream trying to get through the campaign with only turning. I'm waiting for the... So I have no idea about the Sonic's Cross Worlds open test. Like I said, you can... As far as I'm aware, I saw it open on PlayStation 5. It may be open elsewhere as well. I haven't looked. But I did see the free to download feature over on PlayStation 5. So if there is this the one with the tower? I'm not sure if that's the... Ow. Oh, it's not a slider one. It's been a hot minute since I played Crash 2. It's been a little bit. That's beehiving? Okay. Thank you for... Oh, it's open basically everywhere? Cool. That's good to know. Whee! Xbox Series X and S, not one. Okay, I see. But yes, I am excited to go through that. And I don't know if you guys get like an extra bonus thing. Titans Forever, how's it going? Hey, Jim C, how's it going? Ah. Let me try that again. I think I can do it. Bubsy was hated because some of its games had the character was like generally annoying, but also one of the games, I can't remember which one it had. It was a platformer with fall damage, and that was a big problem. So you know, imagine being like, oh, I dropped too far, and then you die because of fall damage in a platformer. No, that's not the only reason. Dang it. I'm still new to playing on Nintendo. Any advice to give for playing the game or for playing the Switch? Because when it comes to the game, I have no idea. I haven't played it yet. Is it a slide jump? Is that what it is? Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Then what's up there? Okay. Actualized. Okay. Okay. We'll go this way first. I just love nitro crates. It doesn't, you know, freak me out at all. Run for the hills. Ah. Ah, nuts. I finally got all the gems in Crash 4. Good job. I've never heard of the Bubsy until I got involved in this community, not gonna lie. That's fair. That's fair. Bubsy is kind of cursed. I remember Bubsy, and I remember playing it a little bit and hating it. And then I remember JonTron really being a really big, like, a big affluent role in a lot of people's thoughts and opinions on it. Is we got a checkpoint. Super Mario 64 had fall damage. But it was like a, I think it's because Bubsy, the original Bubsy, was like a 2D platformer, so it felt quite weird. The run of Crash 2 over the weekend, I honestly forgot how short the game was. Yeah, the game is a little bit short, eh? I'm just curious. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to redo this level if I gotta do it again. That was weird. It's like I didn't even get a chance to you know, leapeth. I just diedeth. Na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That was probably a mistake. Or maybe it wasn't. Ah! My bad. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is going to be the... Oh, I am going to be doing it tomorrow. We're going to be streaming at our regular time, and we're going to be doing the open network test. I think I can spin the bees away, so let me try one more time, and if I can't, then we'll just keep going. I know I'm going to end up being disappointed. I know it. I already know. I already know I'm going to end up disappointed because I'm going so far. And in the end, it's not going to matter. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, you know what? We're just going to move on. We're just going to keep going. I got the gem, so, or the crystal, and I'll come back to this after. I do like kart racing games. I do. I do like them. I'm excited to... Hey, Glaceon, how's it going? I pushed the spin, and did I spin? No! I died! Yeah, I like car racing games more than like regular racing games. I like the arcade racers. Bye. There we go. Bye. I know I didn't get all the boxes, but that's all right. Coco's Crash's sister, where she also was experimented on. In the Crash Bandicoot 4 like tapes, they actually explain how they escape, which is kind of funny.
Crash, I haven't got much time. Cortex has almost completed the new space station. Something's not right with his statements. Beware the tricks he's got.
What, Coco? Hey, Delosaurus. Mom's doing better. She's doing better. She's healing, but still in pain. I clicked like, however, I must love and leave you. I have the funeral for the landlady I talked about recently at noon, so yeah, not going to be a fun day tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I will be streaming tomorrow afterwards, so if you feel up to it, you can come on by and maybe help you feel a little bit better. Or spend time with the family, however you feel is best, however you feel is best for your time or for helping others. Why am I hearing a bunch of stomping upstairs? That's shouldn't be hearing stomping at all. It should be bedtime for the kiddos. It's 8:04 and I'm hearing stomp. Oh, geez. That's right. I forgot you can do that. What happened with your mom? So I kind of posted a video about it, but the long and short of it is she had gotten something called a... she basically needed a surgery done because over a year ago she got bit by a spider. And it created a venous ulcer on her leg. And unfortunately, it's caused her a lot of pain. And the ulcer can't heal because of another issue. So it was a big old issue. So she had to go for surgery. And she got it. And now she's getting better. But yeah, the only thing that we're a little worried about is that there was a... They did some blood work and they found a weird infection, and the infection is like we're not exactly sure what it is, and so we're waiting to hear back to kind of figure out what it is, because you can, in our area, you can get your blood work back before a doctor even calls you. So we don't know what it is. We just know that there's a strange infection, so we just got to figure out what that is. Once we figure that out, then we'll be back to being right as rain. Can I feel like I should jump over that, but I feel like I would perish. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Malarkey. Do rattlesnakes live in Canada? So there are very, very specific, very rare, like, rattlesnakes, but they are like, I know that there's one that is basically considered as extinct. Like, it's more myth. There's one in southern Ontario that I've heard of called the Niagara Rattler. But it is... Oh, I forgot. I joined the stream to hear Canadian guys saying malarkey. Baloney, malarkey, and cheese. Yes, of course. How apt. But yeah, there is something... I already got the gem, though, right? No, I didn't. I gotta go back and get it again. Like I said, I've heard of it. And I've only heard one person claim that one or two people claim that they've seen it. So, Brian Babcock donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Do you prefer Clancy Brown or Lex Lang as Cortex? So, if you're going for a more serious Cortex, I think Clancy Brown is really good. I think it's really hard to beat Clancy Brown for a really, like, evil-sounding Cortex. But if you get to the bumbling buffoon Cortex, it's Lex Lang. And because of that, I would say that I prefer Lex Lang, but that's also not a knock against Clancy. I just think that Lex Lang... Oh, shoot. Lex Lang is more of a... more for the modern Crash, and the way and the direction that Cortex kind of needed to go. Because the original Cortex was just like, whoa, evil scientists! And then, you know, now you have the new Cortex, which is Lex Lang's take, and it's just like this egotistical, flamboyant, ooh, bouncy. You know, it's great. So I would have to say, for the modern audience, I think Lex Lang's the best. Well, thank you guys for letting me know that the rest of the gauntlet is just nothing but nitro death. So, I'll take it. Or in fact, I won't take it. Haha. Whee! Oh, come on! They can fly through electricity? That's not cool! I expected some sort of bug zap effect. Again, Brian, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you, everyone, supporting the channel tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It means the world. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Dang it. Also, a little update on a little bit of an update on the Etsy store. So there was a thought last week that I may have had to actually like close down the whole Etsy store. And the good news is that I just died. The good news is I don't think I'm going to have to close down the Etsy store, but the bad news is that it's about to get a lot more complicated for all my American people who are buying from America. And it is going to make life really frustrating for everybody who's purchasing from America. And I'm going to be trying to make it as easy as possible, but it's going to cause an increase in prices, and it's going to be experimental for the next month or two. And if it proves too big of a headache or it causes too many problems, then we would have to turn off our shipping to the States, which would mean everybody else in the world could order except for America, which is like 80% of my orders. And I'm sure, you know, a lot of you who are currently watching are from the States. Not everybody, of course. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying that a large majority of you are probably from the States. So we are going to be trying to figure that out. But still, we have some steps that we're going through. We're not sure what's going on, but hopefully we're going to be able to get some stuff going, because I am going to be hosting a big sale on the store. I'm going to be hosting a big, gigantic sale for Spyro Community Day, which is on September 9th. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. September 9th is Spyro Community Day, and we're going to be hosting a big sale, including, if I can get it done right, we're going to be selling and debuting. We're going to be selling and debuting our guidebook to Avalar. Of course, it's not a real book; it's just a statue. But your guidebook to Avalar. And if we can get these done, we'll have two versions. We'll have a big version and a pocketbook version for it to sit on your shelf, and it will say Guidebook to Avalar. And if we can, we might make a special edition that will be an exclusive that will have the Ripto gem in it. Maybe. We'll see. That's a big we'll see. But this is a prototype. This is the prototype. And the final version will look very similar to this. The brown might be slightly different, a different shade of brown, because we're going to be using a different brown filament. And yeah, it's going to hopefully be, I'm going to try to get that set up and everything. And I'm going to be printing a whole bunch of other Spyro stuff as well. So Also, actually midstream, I'm probably going to pop those off. We're going to have a full restock of the big Sly Cooper clue bottles. So if anybody is interested in those, we'll also be putting those up for sale today, tonight. But these will go for sale. I'm going to see if I can try to get other stuff ready as well. And hopefully we can get that going for Spyro Community Day. Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, that is going to be the plan. Will it come to fruition? I hope so. I certainly hope it does, because if it doesn't, boy howdy. But it should. Oh, malarkey. What killed me? Ah, yes, that's right. Dust sneaky nitro crate. Make it hollow so you can store talismans in it. Easier said than done, because we would have to model. I would have to model a hinge for it, and also make sure that the tolerances for each one is good. It's not impossible, but it certainly is not, you know, the easiest thing for me. I'm still getting the basics for 3D modeling in CAD, so bear with me on that. But overall, I do want to. Oh, geez, I do want to do a version where I print mini talismans and inside, you know, eventually. But right now, not really in the cards. Oh my gosh. Also, apparently, getting through the game is not in the cards either. Good gravy. There we go. Yeah, a talisman collection would be fun. Yes, I do want to do a set of reignited talismans. I do have an old prototype here, which I don't know if but I have an old prototype here, just offhand here. Have you thought of doing bookends for physical video game collections? It's tough to find decent bookends these days, and Crash and Spyro themed ones would be pretty cool. You know, that would be a neat idea. Let me look into that, Jim. Let me think about that, because I could do that. I could do that. I could make bookends. That is something that I can do. So let me look into that. Let me look into that, and I will get back to you. And maybe we'll make some Crash Bandicoot and some Spyro bookends, and maybe we can do something where you can like mix and match or something. So we'll see. But that's a great idea. It's a great idea. I'll look into it. I'll see if I can make something interesting. Why is it always when I'm streaming there's just one random fly in my office? It drives me nuts. It's whenever I'm recording or whenever I'm streaming. When I'm just sitting here doing nothing, it's not here. And then all of a sudden, so shipping to the US will be possible through the additional service that I've had to enlist. Unfortunately, Canada Post won't be shipping. It'll be a separate company. No. I'm gonna let you know now. No. But good try for asking. Hey, BL Raven Wizard, how's it going? They released more Crash merch according to Reddit. Okay, where? I would love if you could please tell me where it is. I am down, Amir. If you can, if there is a website or if there is a, you know what? Hold on, let me look it up. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Let me see here. Because if I type in new Crash merch, new Crash Bandicoot merch, and if I set it to like, I don't know, between, let's see here. Let's go with the past week. Let's see here. EV Games Australia. We got, ooh. Okay. So EV Games Australia. New merch coming out. Okay. Okay, there we go. So okay. So let's take a look here real quick. So J Bills, how's it going? So let's take a look here. So we have the water bottle, a tumbler-ish, I guess, or a water bottle, socks, the crate except with the Crash 4 face, a shirt that says Crash with him running across, and the hat. I would love, of course, if I had the choice, I would buy all of them because, me. But if I had to choose like one or two, I would, if I had to pick three, I would go with the shirt, the hat, and the water bottle here. I think these are really cool. I really would like a nice water bottle. A nice Crash water bottle would be pretty cool. But we got a Rumble render, then we have a 4 render, and then we have an Insane render. We have 3 different renders. Making more merch for him is good news, right? I mean, it's not bad news. It's not bad news. New merch is, new merch is good. It's not. There's a lot of people who are already being negative about it, like, oh, it's just new merch. Who cares? But boy, howdy, I think I would rather have new merch than absolutely nothing. Like, let's not be so nihilistic about it, and let's try to look at some aspect of some aspect of positivity to it. And I do think that Crash getting merch, it isn't. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's a sign of a new game. I'm not saying that either. Don't get me wrong. But also, I was already reading before I even got anywhere close to. Trying to find, where'd my tab go? I had a tab. Where did the tab go? Where'd it go? Where are you? There you are. I know you're chill, but just like, man, some people are already like getting hyper about it. Some people are already like, oh, it's just for this, and it's just for that. It's kind of like, okay, well, listen, man, listen. If they didn't release any merch, they'd be complaining. If they release merch and now they're complaining, it's like, brother, what do you want? What do you want? Do you want them to release merch or not? Do you want them? It's like, no, I want them to release new games. It's like, okay, well, they're not going to do that right now. So would you rather them just not release it? Where is that tab? There. Okay, there it is. There's the tab. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. My upcoming 5 video, dropping it to hold over the next video deck for my account on Twitter for a bit longer. Yeah. Merch was an indication new games coming. We have about 5 new Sly Cooper games right now. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree. For me, I do agree if it's a game that we haven't seen in a long time and then all of a sudden merch just pops up, I would be like, okay, something's up, right? In my opinion. It's like, okay, there is, to me, that's an indication of something. If it's just like, oh, by the way, for some reason, Sony turned around and dropped a whole Ridge Racer line. It'd be like, okay, why? And not just like a little fun little shirt or a keychain or a sticker set. It was just like, oh yeah, by the way, here's an entire merch line of, here's a whole merch line of Ridge Racer. I would sit there and raise an eyebrow and be like, oh, come on. Right? Right, it makes me like, look, right? Some people like to complain. Yeah, there's a lot of like nihilistic views, and it's tiresome. It's energy draining, and I can understand being upset, but it's like when every single view in regards to Crash and or Spyro is nothing but negativity and just complaining. Because here's the thing, I'm gonna promise you something. You ready for this? Are you ready? There are going to be people that are the first people that are going to complain about the new Spyro game in the way that Spyro looks or the way that Spyro does or whatever are going to be the people that are saying there's no Spyro 4, there's no Spyro 4. All of a sudden, new Spyro 4 gets announced and they're going to say, why does it look like that? I didn't like the thing that Toys for Bob did. Why are they doing that? And then, or you're going to get complaints like, it's too colorful, or they altered his design. I don't like that. And it's going to be round and round and round we go. Where will they stop? I don't know. And I can't wait. I'm calling it now before the game is even officially announced that there's going to be complaining about it. Nothing new. It's just, I still remember when Rumble was announced, and the first thing that people were like, well, who asked for this game? I didn't expect this game to come out. And I'm sitting there, I was like, brother, I was literally just like talking about this game for like 2.5 years. We've been theorizing about this game. It's not like it's new. Like everybody, we half knew what the game was probably going to be like by the time it was announced. Like, come on now. Not liking it is one thing, but being like, oh, you know, this was a total shock for me. It's kind of like we kind of been talking about it for a while. Like already in my video where I said, hey, Spyro might have some RPG elements added to it. Oh, that doesn't sound like Spyro anymore. I just want nothing but like the same Spyro over and over again. I was like, okay, well, guys, like we know they're going to expand a little bit. No. I like to call it TFB derangement syndrome. You're not a fan of their level design, you're fine. Seeing their changes to the IPs as arrogance, saying they ruin your childhood, not having one good thing to say about them, that's a classic derangement. Yeah. Yeah. It's, you know, you gotta try new ideas sometimes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it is a hit with people, sometimes it isn't. Dagger! I fell to my death. Been a member for 74 months! Do I have to go back onto the... No, I don't. Okay, good. I was about to say, are you kidding me? How's it going, Dagger? Thank you so much. What's up, y'all? The people that act like Reignite was a complete blowout sends me for a... Yeah, no. The people that act like, you know, Reignited was the worst thing ever. It's kind of like, what are we doing here? Hey! Jakob Sahin became a $10 member. Thank you so much. Man, we have been getting a whole bunch of like people who are members, people who are joining the channel. Like it is, today's been crazy for memberships. I don't know what it is, but a whole bunch of people are becoming members and I love it. I love to see it. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Glacia Galaxy, but I'm also happy to hear that I'm trying to put some form of a smile on your face. To my death. Love beef with it personally. However, the game sold a fat stack of copies, so I'm glad it happened. We need that for Spyro and Crash. Yeah, it's, you know, I adored Reignited, and I don't think that that's, you know, I think that's pretty pretty evident. However, overall, I do think that let's take these out first. I do think that there needs to be an evolution, not a gigantic change. I'm not saying, make it, make sure you make it so different people can't. No, I'm not saying that either, right? Some people are like, oh yeah, some people are like, oh, how dare you say, it's going to have some form of, stuff. Now, I am going to be doing that co-op video, but I think I'm going to be releasing that Spyro co-op video for Spyro Community Day. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the video where I'm talking about the potential of how an online aspect of Spyro could work, being via hold on a second. I received a text message. Yeah. How it could be done in a way where it's like, okay, there's an online play element here. How would that work? And I kind of have like a whole video. I have a whole video drafted and ready to go. When Spyro Day is going to be on September 9th. So to give you guys a quick breakdown, I'm going to be streaming for 12 hours that day. I'm going to be releasing a video, and every hour on the hour, we're going to be stopping to die. Every hour on the hour, we're going to be stopping and looking at a whole bunch of art, and we're going to be retweeting that over on Twitter and Blue Sky. We're going to be trying to scream, and I am hoping that we're going to get the involvement of the official accounts for Spyro Community Day. I'm hoping that they do participate. And it would be really cool because Toys for Bob and Spyro haven't really been active for a while. So in my opinion, if they are active for Spyro Community Day, I have a question. September 9th, yeah. Let me ask you guys a question. Stop me to die, but I'm not ready yet. I'm too young. I'm always too young as well. Okay, so let me ask you guys a question, and you guys tell me what you think. So here's the question, okay? If Toys for Bob and the official Spyro account participate in any way in Spyro Community Day, after everything that we have heard, after everything, does that push and give evidence that Toys for Bob is currently working on a new Spyro? You can answer a simple yes or no. Does Toys for Bob and the official Spyro account, who hasn't been active at all, they haven't been active at all, and they decide to participate in Spyro Community Day, does that give credit that they're currently working on a new Spyro? Okay. You're right. But why would they suddenly participate now? After everything that's been said. My honest opinion, in my opinion, no. Okay, that's fair. Hey, see how your mom's doing? She's doing great. She's doing better. She still is recovering, but overall, she's getting better each and every day. I just don't think one tweet would have hold that much weight when they have participated in the past. Fair. That's fair. That is fair. Hold on. That is fair. However, let me pitch something. Let me just pitch an idea, okay? If let's say they haven't posted in a long time and they participated Spyro Community Day and the 25th anniversary while they were under Activision, this would be the first time that they would be functioning under Xbox, and they decide, both Toys for Bob and Spyro, to participate in a fan-led community day. right? So, and I do hope it's more than just one post. They're like, hey, thanks guys, and that's it, right? Like that would be pretty lame. TSB have been participating and have a history on the games and just love the series. Yes, I agree. I do agree. But and that's fair. That's okay. I see what you're saying, but I think we just think they're on this question. That is fair. That is okay. Because I see both sides. Because in my opinion, I suppose I have like now that's also suggesting we don't know what it is that they're saying, right? Substantial enough. That's fair. That is fair. Now, would you think it'd be substantial if they said something? Would you think it'd be substantial if they said something along the lines of "Can't wait to adventure again with you soon," or something like in the way of wording of like, "Oh, we'll see you soon" in some way? King A, does anyone from TFB watch your channel? So I'll say this, I don't know if they watch my channel now, but I have been told in the past that they do watch my channel in the past. Now, do they currently? I can't comment because I don't know. I know for a fact Beanox watch my stuff. I know that because the director of CTR admitted it, told me that they do. So that was really interesting. Maybe they post some weird cryptic message or pull a Rumble coin toss. I think it would just depend on what they posted. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. 100% fair. Hey, Blue Sea Shark, how's it going? Boobaga. I wish Activision had more faith in Toys for Bob for Rumble. I think that was the crux of the situation. There was before. I'm more of a I won't believe it until I see it. Okay, that's fair. I mean, here's the thing. I'm at a point now where I understand why people feel that way 100%. I get it because, like, yeah, it's tough, right? We've been talking about this for a long time. Yeah, I also think Rumble should have been free to play. I wish Activision made it free to play at the end to try to give it to try to entice more people to come and play. And I feel like that even when they said, okay, we're shutting the game down, the fact that they still didn't make it free to play, like the fact that you have to buy Rumble still is a really, I sat there, I was just like, well, now you're literally not giving the game a second chance. It can't be like, oh, wow, we gave it free to play, and then a whole bunch of people really enjoyed it. Because they enjoyed it so much, we can give them a second, crack at life. The fact that they didn't do that, was something that I'm still baffled by. I'm still baffled by that. I'm still shocked that they didn't turn around and say, hey, let's make it free to play. They didn't do that. And to me, that really grinded my gears because it could have made the game go further. And I said before, and I still truly believed it, that I think the reason why Rumble costed money to begin with was because the pricing was such a strange way that I thought Activision was trying to get their money back just in case if the project fell through. And then once that they got it, then they would go, okay, free to play because the rest is income now. Right? And, you know, there were people who were like, yeah, it looks fun, but, you know, it looks like a free to play game. And, you know, I was hoping, and I thought, I was like, okay, they might be like just having a year to play it and then improving the game, making it better, and then turning around and say, okay, now it's free to play, and then boom. But the way that Rumble support ended, it was coded as a quick exit for Toys for Bob. I haven't seen a game as established as Rumble have such a fast exit. Like, and then literally not what? How long later was it that they announced that they were going indie after they closed up shop with Rumble? Like, it was fast. It was lightning quick. So it reads to me as, you know, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm saying I'm reading it as it comes off like they were given an opportunity and they had to move and get things done or not be able to go, you know, or not be able to go, what's it called? Indie. That's what I read it as. Just based off the fact of, almost timed it right. Just based off the fact of how fast it closed up shop, I read it as, you know what, this is, this reads a lot like things, you know, they were given an opportunity, but they had to close up shop immediately. And because of that, it kind of, they decided to, they probably, I don't know what they were going to be destined to. And I don't even want to think about it because, you know, they may have been able to, I got a feeling, ouch. I got a feeling, here's my theory. Yes, I'm still considering doing it. It's just a matter of finding, who is willing to talk about it. Like, you know, I would love to be able to do a deep dive with, you know, I would love to be able to do a deep dive with a dev and sit down and have an interview with them and be able to say like, hey, what happened, right? What exactly happened and why, right? Now, because of the fact that it's kind of sensitive information, it's not going to be easy to find everything. I mean, think about it. For Crash Team Racing, we found out that we found new details out how many years after the game stopped being supported? Like 5 years later, right? Like with my interview with the director, right? It was like 5 years later, right? So it's a matter of, ow. You know, it's a matter of who's willing to have a chat with me, who's willing to go on record, and who's willing to then share what happened at the end and was employed during that time or still employed or whatever, right? It's a matter of finding that person. And while I would love to be able to do that, I can only start chapter 1, which is explain what happened on the outside looking in, right? I can only do that. I'm not going to make a video that's chapter 1 and not knowing if there's going to be a chapter 2 or 3 or if anyone's willing to talk about it, right? Hi, love. Hi. Hi, buddy. Banana. Hi. Da-da-da. What is, he's just melding into me. You got him?
Yeah.
Okay. Man,
He's just pointing out all the things to you.
you're pointing all the things sideways? Yeah?
Hello, everybody.
Hi. What you doing? Da-da.
Denver.
Hi.
No, go lay down. Lay down.
Denver.
He got
Denver.
a little too excited.
Oh, what happened?
Dave was sleeping, and I thought it was Daniel jumping on the bed. No, apparently he wanted to play with David.
Oh. Was he just like, I want to play, I want to play?
Yeah. I know. I was like, get over it! What's wrong with you? David's like, what's happening? I'm like, get over it. Apparently it happens when they're excited and wanting to play.
Mm.
And he kept throwing me his little ball, so I think he wanted to play with David.
Mm. Did you throw his bone a little bit, though?
No! I put him to his bed!
Oh, he wants to play!
Yeah, I'll play with him after. Oh, you seeing all that stuff? I know!
Hi, Mrs. CG and CGE Jr. He is CGE Jr., though. He really is.
Is that Crash Bandicoot? No, you can't have it.
I think he has my hair. I think he has my hair. Are you a bat? No fear, this one.
By the way, he had to leave to go to the bathroom while we were at the restaurant with him. And I pulled up his photo because he just kept screaming, Daddy, where are you?
Aww.
So he opened up the photo and he touched your nose and went, boop.
Boop. Boop.
Can you say bye-bye, Daddy?
Boop.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye. Ah, boop. Boop. Boop.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boop. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Don't be violent, you. Bye, sweetie. I'm going to put him down to bed now.
Mwah.
Would you like to play with it? Yes.
CG Jr. will lead the charge for Crash 5 and Spyro. It is time. That's you're lucky dad, a gamer and parent. That's impressive. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of things to do. I tried to. Aw, Bandicoot girl, thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love the super sticker. Thank you. Biggest blessing from God, bro. So dang happy. Thank you. Yes, I agree. Ah! No! Devil's dying. No, I wake up and I wake up and, you know, I wake up sore and tired every day and I wouldn't change a thing. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then Yakip, thank you so much for the $2 Australian dollars. Thank you. It's time for CG Jr. to take revenge on Moneybags. No, Hope would be doing that. Hope would be taking the revenge. Hope would be like, do I get to hurt them? From thank you so much, both Bandicoot Girl and Bearded Rebel. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your support, guys. I really just appreciate it. Thank you. So I wanted to go to Fan Expo this year, but I couldn't. I've been to Fan Expo a few times, quite a few times over the years. I love Fan Expo. I've been there numerous times. J-Bells! Donate $10 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, J Mills. A quick dono and request for CG Junior's help on the front lines for the getaway. Send help. Is that just gonna be my family legacy? Is just all of us are all just covering different games to help with the have them come back? Each kid is like, all right, yeah, Hope, you take these games. David, you take these. Jonathan, you take these. And Daniel, stop chewing the controller. That's true. He is banging someone over the head with them. That is. I love how you interject just for that.
Yeah. No. He's not chewing.
Yeah, that's true. His nickname is Bam Bam. For a very easy to see reason. Tiny Dono Train. Yes! Dono Train. Choo-choo! Psychic wife? No, just good ears wife. Unlike me. I got the bad ears. Mini choo-choo. If I could not perish and complete this challenge. Mini choo choo choo. You think Gang Tom? I do think that there is a chance that we don't reprise. There is a chance that we don't see Tom Kenny come back. I do think that there is a chance of that. And I'm not sitting here saying it like, oh, it's because Tom Kenny is bad. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that we saw Scott White replaced, or we saw Scott White be the replacement. But not just that, also, it's Tom Bloody Kenny, right? So there's no way he's cheap, right? There's no way. I'm not even saying that, you know, it would be pretty hard. Be hard for Toys for Bob to afford him. Could Xbox afford him? Absolutely, right? But are they gonna blow the budget on Tom Kenny? No, I don't think so. Hey, thank you so much. Sending another pay to respects for doing cold hard crashes death route. Damn near had a stroke when 100% crashed too again a few weeks ago. Thanks. I feel like it now. You guys are keeping the stroke from entering my brain. So thanks. But could we see Tom Kenny come back? Yes. Is it going to be like, oh yeah, we know Tom Kenny is obviously coming back? No. I would say that that's not an obvious thought. I do think that that is a potential change. Am I against Tom Kenny being replaced? It would depend on how they do it, right? Like, is Spyro's... Oh, come on! I accidentally got through half of that. I accidentally got through half of that. Now I gotta go through it without doing it by accident. Before you're like, wow, CG, you got through that part really well. It was a total fluke. I am a fraud. It was a total fluke. We can do it. Thank you everyone so much for the donations and contributions tonight. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Bandicoot Girl, as soon as I say it, Bandicoot Girl is $10. Better make this for your dedication and hard work. Respect. Thank you. Thank you, Bandicoot Girl. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Bandicoot Girl. You are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys are all sweet and amazing. I almost perished. Hit the box. Plot twist, CG is actually American. They gasp. No, not American. So who could replace Spyro? Hotshot! Oh my gosh! Just donated $100 through Streamlabs. Are you serious right now? There was also one message. I'll join the dono train too. Oh boy, this donation train is growing. It's a big donation train. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Hotshot. Choo choo. Man, the dono train seems to have starting to pick up some speed. Thank you. Thank you guys so much, everybody. Thank you. Seriously, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. The love, I feel it. Okay, well, poop. Poop. That sucks. It's fine. I'm sure it's, you know, it's fine, but I appreciate that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Hi, Dark Shadows. How's it going? So, who could voice Spyro? Dono train, speed up and bring me to whenever the getaway comes back. Thank you, J Bills. You are amazing. Thank you so much. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. You guys are all amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. Y'all are so generous. Yes, you are. Yes, you guys are. You all are way, way too kind on me, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. It means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just flabbergasted. I keep trying to answer the same question. So, Aw, J Bills, don't break my heart, my dude. You're killing me. Thank you. Bandicoot Girl just donated $10 through Super Chat with a super sticker that says thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Choo choo! The train has no brakes! You guys are amazing. Thank you. A train. Maybe they could find a Tom Kenny lookalike. Sound like. So, I don't know if that would be a good idea. I think if they're going to do a new voice, that they got to lean into this new voice.
I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstanding.
J Bills donated
Forced me to assist him
$5 super chat. Faster, faster. The donation train is picking up speed, Cortex.
on your guard.
Yes.
Deliver the crystals to engine.
So I don't want discount Tom Kenny. I don't want Bandicoot Girl donated another super sticker. I will answer this question eventually. We'll get there. Okay. Again, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Bandicoot Girl. Thank you so much, J Bills. Thank you so much, everybody. I think that you could do something, and this might sound like people saying, "What? What are you talking about?" And it sounds a little crazy.
Dr. Cortex,
Yes.
give the 20 crystals you collected to me.
Give me the crystals. Yes. Twinge. I think you could do someone like, and again, here comes a bunch of people unsubbing and getting angry. I think you could pull something like a Ben Schwartz or an Andy Serkis or I think you could do a slightly older and almost a, not Sonic, but a very comedic slapstick-esque, not Andy Serkis. I'm not thinking Andy Serkis. Not Andy Serkis. Andy Samberg, the other AS, Andy S. Andy Samberg, Ben Schwartz, something in that ballpark of older, teenage, sarcastic, and comedic. I think you could pull something like that off. And I think that if you can't do Tom Kenny, don't do discount Tom Kenny. I don't want a watered down Tom Kenny. I don't want, oh, this is clearly Tom Kenny, but they couldn't afford him type of situation. I want, this is a new take. This is a different run. This is a different perspective. This is a different, perhaps, point of view. And I really think that that would probably be the best route to take, in my opinion. Which, by the way, random sidebar and random side note, the voice of Pinstripe Potoroo, which is in the modern era, like Robbie Damon, who voices Pinstripe, okay? Pinstripe, okay? When he laughs, if you ever watch Critical Role and Robbie Damon is playing, when he starts to laugh, it sounds like Pinstripe. And it is so funny. You can hear Pinstripe in, like, his laughter, especially, like, when things are about to go bad. He's like, oh, I don't know. It sounds like Pinstripe. It is so funny. And it kills me every time. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have the Vampas to throw. So, yeah, if you guys are ever watching Critical Role, which is a Dungeons & Dragons show, which is done by voice actors of various medias, Robbie Damon, who voices Pinstripe, his laugh, you can hear Pinstripe. I mean, yeah, it looks like a hippo. It's a great sticker. I like it. But anyway, back to what we were saying. I think if you were to do something for Spyro, you would have to do something that's more not discount Tom Kenny, but also not Elijah Wood. Please, like, look, I understand that Legend of Spyro has its fans. Please, no. If you want to make the new villain, you want to give the voice of Elijah Wood to a new villain to be cute about it, absolutely, sure. Go nuts. If you want to make a secondary dragon be the voice of Elijah Wood, absolutely. Hey! Will you play the SpongeBob game? Last one was good. No. I've kind of put a, unless they want, like, I've kind of put a little bit of a kibosh on the SpongeBob games, I'll be honest with you. So I'll explain this real quick. I'll explain this real quick about the SpongeBob games. So here is my issue. Hey, Beyond Zales, thank you so much for stopping by. When I was talking about SpongeBob and I made the issue, I said, hey, rehydrated seems like there's going to be a problem with it, and here's why. And people were sitting there and telling me I didn't know what I was talking about. And then I sat there and I said, I drove to Boston. I drove over 6 hours to Boston, went to PAX East. I got to sit down and I got to play the demo, and I played it through end to end. And I'm sharing my experience about it, and I'm being told I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing is that when I went to PAX East, the people that were there that were of the THQ Nordic did not treat me very nicely. They very much, like, I was asking questions, they didn't want to answer anything, and they were very clear about that. They were very much like, yeah. I literally asked a question. I said, hey, I said, what was it? It was, I asked a question, and I can't remember the question I asked, but I remember the response isn't a yes or no. It was just an explanation, and they just looked at me and said, yeah, and walked away. And I just sat there. I was like, okay, that wasn't really a yes or no question. That was, and I wanted to ask to expand upon something, and they didn't want to answer it. And there was a whole bunch of stuff, and I just really felt off-put by it. And I sat there and I said, you know what? I got people yelling at me for giving my opinion on it and getting upset with me. And after I went and played the actual game, it wasn't like it was a demo that everyone could try on PlayStation Marketplace, and then I came up and said, I think it sucks. It was, I went to Boston and I actually tried it, and I had my issues with it. And I'm like, if I'm going to have the people of THQ, and then, oh yeah, I asked for a business card. They gave it to me, and then when I checked and I reached out and emailed to them, they never got back to me. So I had people who were rude, people that never got back to me, and the community already yelling at me for saying that I see that there's issues with it. It's just a breeding ground of what's the point. It's just a breeding ground of what's the point, right? You got people, why? Why am I going to do this? Why? People don't want my opinion on it. They are mad at me, and the people that are making the game doesn't want me to talk about it, or at least the people that were there. And I was like, okay, you know what? Forget it. That's it. I'm not gonna put coverage on it, because there's no way of winning here. There's no way of winning. Yo, what's good, man? Hey, TLS, how's it going? And I was just like, okay, so no, I didn't play Cosmic Shake because I didn't really care because of Rehydrated. Rehydrated just made me like just not care. Like, why would I care? You know, there's an aspect of why would I care, or why would I do it if, you know, I gave my opinions on Rehydrated. Sure. But it was clear that people didn't want my opinion on the game. It's people wanting me to say good things about it and say how amazing it was, and not say anything bad about it when I said that there was a problem with it, right? I said that there was an issue with it. People got mad at me for saying it, and I was just like, you know what? Forget it, right? So, you know, when it comes to coverage of SpongeBob, it's kind of just like, you know what? I just put a kibosh on it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to cover SpongeBob, right? Unless they were to reach out to me, and like, unless they reached out to me and were like, you know, I don't know. If they reached out to me personally and I was able to communicate and talk with them my issues.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
To me. You sound real angry. I've never been to PAX West either, so I can't really give my opinion on it. But if it's like PAX East, if it's you know, if it's like PAX East, you're gonna don't sleep on Thursdays, or Saturday. Okay. Few tips. One, food's going to be expensive. So if I were you, figure out a way to eat before and then eat after, or if you can step out of the con to go get food surrounding restaurant, try to not eat food at the con. Try, because otherwise you're going to be paying an arm and a leg. And especially this year for Boston, for PAX East, we literally sat there just absolutely just blown away by just how expensive some of the stuff was for food. It got to the point where I literally got mad. I got mad mid-con. And, you know, I don't like typically, like when I'm out with friends and I'm hanging out and I'm chilling, I don't get mad like that too often. And not mad to the point, I'm not talking about the mad where I'm slightly frustrated, but I'm trying to make a joke out of it to make light of the situation, to try to make everyone laugh, and try, because I can sense other people are frustrated and I'm frustrated, so I'm just trying to be the comedic bit to make myself and others feel better. I'm talking about, I was like actually staring at the prices and I was literally like, nah, I'm not doing this. This is absolutely asinine. This is absolutely ridiculous. I am not paying those prices. I just, no, I'm not doing it. This is obscene. And I was mad. So I literally started to, that 104 plats is really impressive, I must say. Hi, Rupert. So I literally just said, you know what? Forget it. I literally said, you know, forget it. And what we started to do was we started to actually leave the con. And Boston, luckily, has some great restaurants. Has some amazing restaurants. And there was a little area, there was like a little lunch area up the street, like 10-minute walk, and it was like a little plaza. It was, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a cafeteria. It sounds terrible. It sounds like it's not appetizing at all, but it's like a giant, you ever see those mall cafeterias? Imagine that, but for a bunch of more high-end stuff, where they serve everything from Korean barbecue, pasta, and they have like 6, 7, or 8 restaurants there, and they're not big chains, I don't think. They're either just small local chains or they're one-offs, right? And there was a place that sold this chicken sandwich, and I can't remember the name of it, but I remember I would remember it if I saw it. And they sold this chicken sandwich that it was an all chicken place, and it was absolutely delicious. Now, like you said, chicken fingers and fries cost you $20 in 2023 PAX East, right? Their prices were, you got also the fries that you got, it wasn't like a little baggie of fries. It was a full thing of fries like this. Compared to chicken fingers and fries, you got a full chicken sandwich with French fries. The price was $13.95. If you wanted a drink, it was $1. So it was $15 for all of that, and it was delicious. And I'm not talking like, oh, this is edible, or oh, this will get me through the con, or oh, you know, I've had worse. You know, isn't that your favorite? That's my favorite restaurant opinion is, oh, how's the food? Well, I've had worse. You know, that's typically not a good sign when you say I've had worse. That's what a lot of con food is. And oh, you guys should have heard the rant that I went on where I was like, I started to like get really mad. I was so livid. The people that were serving at PAX East, they were serving the chicken fingers and fries and like a hamburger and pizza, like all this really bland food, and they were serving them in chef whites. Like they were, like they made the food and they're wearing chef whites as they're serving the food. And I'm like, the audacity, the sheer audacity of you to wear a chef's hat and chef whites while you're serving chicken fingers from a box. Oh, I was... Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. They did that in 2023 as well. Oh, I know. And they were charging... the prices this year got to the point where I said, it was... You got... They changed it. They were like, okay, 2 chicken strips with fries, no drink. I don't know where to pitch your game. I'm sorry. I don't know. The best bet would be to chat with publishers. That might be your best bet. And have a build of the game ready for them to try. That it might be a Hail Mary and you might get denied everywhere. I don't know. But I was livid. So here's what they did. So what they used to do is that they would, I know I keep pausing. They charged like, it was 3 long chicken fingers, and they charged $20 for chicken fingers, fries, and the drink. This year, they charged $18 for the chicken fingers. And you're like, okay, well, that's a down in price. But wait, there's more. That's not, they gave you 2 chicken strips, only 2, and the drink was separate, which was about $3.50 to $4 for a drink. And then you could upgrade to 4 chicken strips by paying an additional $4. Huh? Excuse me. Excuse me. I have a question. Have we lost our ever-living minds? Yes, we did. I wanted to scream. And even my friends in the year, in previous years, who were like, oh, you know, it's PAX, we can deal with it. Even they were like, yeah, that's kind of expensive for me, dog. Literally $6 a chicken strip, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Hey, Gaming Pez, yes, I am going to be doing the open test tomorrow for Sonic Cross Worlds. That's high time robbery. Yes, it is. It is robbery. Like, how dare you? So, yeah, we were not happy. Actually, I will say there were a lot less people in the cafeteria this year. There was still packed and full, but I noticed, I was like, hey, it's not shoulder to shoulder, and I realized why. It was ridiculous. Oh, yeah, then they were like, hey, hamburger, $14. Okay, hamburger. That's for $14. Hamburger and fries and a drink, $14. That's not... No. $40 for the hamburger. The fries are $6. And then with cheese, it's $16 for the burger. So, and then there's tax. So, $22 for a cheeseburger and fries. $14 for a basic hamburger. Oh yeah, and trust me, you're gonna want the cheese because the thing is more equivalent to a hockey puck than it is a actual burger. Insane. The cheapest thing, okay. Now listen. You know what the cheapest thing was? I'm gonna keep pausing. I don't care at this point. The cheapest thing was a tray of sushi. A little tray of sushi, which was about 8 to 10 pieces. I can't remember. Okay. and they're small, and they were for about $15-16 for little California rolls. Now let me tell you something, okay? Let me ask you something, okay? If you are going to a convention and you're trying sushi from, it's not like a sushi stand, it's not a sushi, like a place that does sushi exclusively. It's not like, oh, we're a third party that came in and we do sushi, fresh and special. No. Sushi made by the convention. If you are eating sushi from the convention, I'm going to be very blunt. You're asking for diarrhea. You're just asking for it. Why? Why would you? Why? Well, I love sushi. I love sushi. You're asking for just straight through the jeans, just straight through for everyone to see. You're just asking for it. Why? Why would you? Why? Why risk it? Why risk it? Why risk it? Might have better look at a gas station. Maybe. Oh, I love sushi. I love sushi. So, all right, there's been a huge misconception and there is a huge misconception about sushi. Okay, there's sushi-mi. Sushi-mi is your more raw stuff, right? It's more of your raw salmon, your raw tuna, which is edible raw, actually, if prepared right. That's sushi-mi. Sushi isn't necessarily raw, right? So you have your entry level. If you ever want to try sushi and you're like, I'm not a big fan of sushi, what you want to first try is your California roll. It's very easy, and it's your entry level is California roll, right? And if you want to go a little bit lower than that, cucumber roll. But if you start with California roll, that's your entry level. And then once you get an idea, you're like, okay, I get it now. And you start going all over the place. My favorite are the shrimp tempura dynamite rolls. Huh! Delicious. Anyway, sorry. I love the shrimp tempura rolls. So good. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, anyway. A gas station, you may be better off at a gas station. Like, I'm sorry. No, I am not going to eat convention sushi unless it, yeah, it's sashimi. Sashimi is sushi and then sashimi. Yeah, if it's a place that's like, oh yeah, we do sushi, done, I'm in. If it's like, oh yeah, we serve burgers, fries, lasagna, sushi, I'm not touching the sushi. I'm not touching it. Nope. Straight through the jeans. Just halfway through the meal, straight through the jeans. Nope. Just nope. Nay. Nada. No. I hate this level. But now I'm getting hungry for sushi. Good sushi. Anyway, point is, the convention. The convention food prices were ridiculous. And I don't, unless there is a change, I don't think I'll be eating in there anymore. And we'll just go to either a surrounding restaurant, or better yet, what we're probably going to do is that we're going to bring snacks. We're gonna bring snacks and just snack through the day, and then just eat something when we get back to the hotel or get back to the B&B, because it's just too much, man. Or like buy one of those like snacks, like, oh yeah, you know, this is a dessert snack or whatever, or hey, this is a walking snack where you can try this new fun thing. Sure. I was invited to MomoCon. I was invited to MomoCon at one point, and I thought that was really cool. But unfortunately, I was invited to MomoCon, but I said, "Oh, that's really cool." I said, "I think they said that they could have." Come on, come on. Up. I was invited to MomoCon, and I got back and I said, "Hey, you know, they were going to give me a free pass." And then I was kind of like, okay. I said, I would love to go. I said, but you know, how is it like? I was trying to remember what it was. It was they gave me the free pass, and then they were also going to be able to get me a steep discount on a hotel. And I asked about the flight, and they said we can't do the flight. And I looked at the price for the flight, and it was too much, and I couldn't go. I was just like, ah. And it was kind of spur of the moment. It was kind of spur of the moment too. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I had 3 months to plan for it. It was kind of like, hey, it's happening in 2 weeks. You want to come? And I was just like, I would love to go. I would absolutely. I did it again. Like, I would absolutely love to go. But with 2 weeks notice, I kind of can't. So I felt bad saying no, but because I do want to go, but I can't. The price of everything was if they were like, hey, full pay expense trip, done. I'm in. Done. Ah, shoot. Like, sign me up yesterday. I'm in. But unfortunately, the flight is more than Dragon Con. Dragon Con is the con, but most of it is outside, and it's spread out between 5. I have heard that it is like the con. I have heard that. I have heard it is like the con to go to. I've never been to Dragon Con. It would be cool to go one day. And I would love to go to PAX West at some point as well. I did it again. Losing all my lives in the jetpack level, as per usual. I do got to go to the bathroom, so I will go after I complete this painful level. Oh, come on! PAX East used to be a lot more like there used to be a pretty big presence of AAA even at PAX East. Not so much anymore, which kind of sucks, because it's kind of, I kind of wish that there was more. Like, I don't mind the indies, of course, but also I kind of wish that there was still more of a presence for AAA. I knew I had Aku, so I just figured whatever. Well, I got the box demo at least. Ever been to E3? No, I never got to go to E3. Gamescom would be cool to go to. Man, I do get the green eyes of envy whenever I see, like, you know, some of these YouTubers are hitting all these game shows. I'm just like, ah, man, I would love to do that. That would be so much fun. But alas. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me show you guys something cool. I gotta go to the bathroom, but before I go to the bathroom, let me show you guys something kind of neat. Because I think it's neat. I like doing it. A fresh batch of Sly Cooper bottles. Go to the Game Awards and sleep in the third quarter. Yeah, basically. It's like third quarter now. I brought my... Hey, Jeff Keighley, I brought my pillow for the third quarter nap. Don't mind me. Thanks, Jeff, for the sponsored nap. Now that you got all the exciting stuff blown in the first half, I'm just going to sleep through the rest until the last 15 minutes. Okay, thanks, bye. That didn't go where I wanted. Still got to clean them up, but there we go. We'll be putting these up for sale very, very soon. In fact, I might just go while I'm on the bathroom. I might just list them on while I'm on my phone. Where's my phone? There it is. Oh dear. Hi. Whoa. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hold on a second. Sorry. I'll be honest with you. I got slightly distracted because there was a comment that I just read that is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So I'm gonna quickly pull it up because it's like what? So if someone could please explain to me what I did wrong, because I'm confused. I'm very confused. I'm very, 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 very confused. So hang on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I got a question, which, by the way, let me quickly read the super chats real quick because, hold on. Okay. Thank you so much to Elena, who donated $50, $50 for grandma. She's watching. Say hi, everyone. Hi. Put all this towards your new channel. Thank you, Elena. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And then Bandicoot Girl donated another super sticker. Ayo! Thank you. Number one. Thank you for the $20 super sticker. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But we have to pause for a second. We have to pause for a second because there's a comment that just came across, and I don't get it. And if somebody could please tell me what I did wrong, because I don't understand and I am confused. So if somebody could please help me, just please help me. Here we go. So we had today's video release, and I had this that came out. Let me read this. And please, if I did anything wrong, please explain it to me. Dude had this all hyped just for this. My day is ruined. This video felt like such a nothing burger. Man, I really like your videos. Now I'm just disappointed. What? Excuse me, what? Can we... Can I get a context flare just fired in the sky? Anyone? Can anybody please explain to me, where did I get people hyped up about my next video? What? Why do people not read the titles? People don't read titles. People don't. The titles and thumbnail go together. They work together. Okay, the title and thumbnail works in a perfect cohesion together. Okay. Why didn't Insomniac make Spyro 4? Okay, I have Spyro crying because Insomniac had left Spyro after 3 games and they never came back. So the sad feeling of Spyro. It's the original Spyro render. It's the original Spyro menu stuff. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why are people... But even if you did, why didn't Insomniac make Spyro 4? Why didn't they? There's no... Somebody... Someone explain this to me. What is the problem with that video? Because I've had a few comments already of people getting mad at me for that video. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why are people commenting and getting mad about something? I don't know, man. I feel like I've already done this level. Have I done this level? I feel like I have, but I didn't see. Hold on. No, this one's... Is it? Hold on. Because it has an identical, like, warp room setup situation thing. I got the white crystal, but I didn't get the purple crystal. Okay. Why didn't I get the crystal? I don't know. Anyway. I don't know what's going on there. Wait, Chris, is it Jep? Sorry. Yeah, anyway, I don't understand. It's really frustrating sometimes to sit there and read comments from people who are yelling at you for something that is nothing to do with what you've talked about. It's tiresome. It's very tiresome. Shoot. To sit there and be told, like, you know, how dare you do this thing? It's like, I didn't even do that. Oh, come on. We're close to game over. I appreciate that, Gaming Pez, and, you know, I have another one that's a little bit of a deeper dive into, like, Crash Bandicoot Ask a little bit into its development and stuff, and I really, you know, I have one in the works as we speak, and hopefully it'll be edited and done before the Spyro Community Day video. And I don't understand. I get people yelling at me for things that I didn't even do, and I'm just like, I'm tired, boss. I don't get it. Oh, shoot. But yeah, the video is kind of talking about how the video that I'm doing that I'm hopefully going to get done is it's basically about the fact that how Crash was essentially used against Mario back in the 90s, and how Crash really did, like, I want to say damage, but the amount of marketing power that, Crash was able to do for PlayStation with the fight against Nintendo. And it gives a bit of a... It also gives a bit of an interesting light on how difficult it was to be a developer outside of the Nintendo ecosystem before Sega and Sony came along. And I really found it interesting. Some of the things that I was able... I missed too. Some of the things I was able to kind of break down and read. I thought it was really interesting. That if not the right third party could handle Medieval, that you don't want another person working on it. I can understand the sentiment. I get it. I don't think everybody would agree with you, but I think overall it's a... You need to have the right people to do the right things, right? You have to know the right people to do the right things, and some people are just not fit with certain games, and other people are fit with other games. And I hate the jetpack levels. I hate them so much. There's a reason why we never saw them again. They were like, nope, we're not doing that again. No, come on, go backwards. See you, Titans Forever. Thank you so much for stopping by and the support that you always give. Thank you so much. Good thing there's only two. Good thing. Happy to hear that. I'll take the water and ice level or jetpack. Oh yeah, I know the jetpack is like terrible. I just hate them. I just hate them, period, Brian. There's no like, oh, I prefer this over this. No, it's just it's just hate. It's just hate. How are we doing today? Still gathering crystals. I just love disappointing evil scientists on a daily basis, don't you? Absolutely. It's the best thing to do. How are you doing, Naira Yoshi? Hit. No. Right now, I am trying not to have a mental meltdown over this level. I hate this level. I hate these levels. And everything about them. I loathe them. I dislike them. And you just saw why. Hi, why are you laughing at me? I do loathe them. It's like controlling, not nice. I don't like them. I don't like them in the original. I don't like them in the remake. I don't like them at all, Sam I am. I say no to what you say. I do not like Crash in a pack, nor in a sack, nor in Jack. I do not like Crash in a jetpack. Patient this. Yeah, be patient. That's it. Of course. What do you think this is? Would you? Would you say they drive you insane? It's these tentacles of doom. Don't touch them. Yeah, what was going on there? I could hear kids out of their beds. What was happening? Okay. Also, I heard Daniel or Denver bark.
Oh, okay, so basically the kids were running around having fun, moving around with them. And then the two broke in
Oh.
What happened? Right? Thinking, oh no, the dog's doing this. No! And then she's like, oh, he barked. I'm like, don't scream like he bit you.
He just barked because you kind
He barked and he scared me. I'm like, hey, buddy,
you cornered him.
how are you?
Yeah, you're scaring him. Yeah.
So after talk, we'll always give him a space. Can't trap him after.
Yeah. Was he okay afterwards?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On. Oh, I hate these spinning things.
The first time we got home with one of the kids, he was so excited to see him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I think he's gonna.
Oh gosh, this is the last jetpack level. No more. What do you think about the underwater levels, motorbike levels, and flying levels in Crash 3? Not crazy about the underwater levels. I like the motorbike levels and the flying levels in Crash 3. Hi, Denver. Hey, buddy.
He might need to go out.
Hi. They think you can.
Squeeze me so hard.
Hi, Denver. Doggo! Also, I don't think he likes heights. Because when I carry him like a baby, he's just like... Is my arm tasty? Yes, I've been streaming in the hot light. Alright, let me get you down. Big boy. Oh. What? Like about 10 minutes ago. It's okay. We're done in less than an hour, so. Oh, come get a hug. Okay, hang on. Need emergency hug. Give me a second. Oh, sorry, buddy. You okay? Buddy, you can't be that. Can you come home out? Denver. Buddy, you can't be under... Denver. Denver. No, he's been trying to get underneath my desk here.
It's crumbs.
Yeah, there's crumbs. He's just like, I need the crumbs.
Come
Hey,
here,
buddy.
Denver. Come on.
Denver. He's eating something already. We're back. Sorry. Ah. There was an emergency wife hug break, real quick. Oh. So. There's what? There's still one? I thought I did them all. I thought there was only two. I already did two. Now there's another one I forget. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Is it spaced out? Oh, Cortex? Oh, well, that's different. That's different in my eyes. There's a funny little story I want to tell you guys. I may have already said it, but I'm going to re-say it anyway because I think it's hilarious. So, the kids were watching Pocahontas. And one of the lines, one of the songs that they sing is the Savages song, like the Savages, Savages, dirty little savages, right? And it's, and both parties are calling each other savages, both the Native Americans and the Native Americans and the actual, the English colonizers, right? They're calling each other savages. So, shoot. So anyway, the kids are watching Pocahontas, and they they hear the song, and later on, we're hearing, and it's always like, it's kind of a bit of a spicy song, but okay. Later on, we hear Hope. And she goes, and she's singing to herself. She's going, sandwiches, sandwiches, dirty little sandwiches. Was it Hope? What did you say? She said, I'm singing the song from the Pocahontas movie. When they're arguing, sandwiches, sandwiches, dirty little sandwiches. My wife and I just started dying. And to add on to this, it gets better. David pops his head in and he goes, sandwiches? I thought they said sausages. And then he starts going, sausages, sausages, dirty little sausages. And I'm just like, my wife and I are just dying. We're howling. And so the song goes, first you say sandwiches, sandwiches, dirty little sandwiches, and then sausages, sausages, dirty little sausages. And I'm just like, this is, you can't write this. I'm like, you can't write this. Like, my gosh. Oh, we were just howling. They misheard the lyric. Where in the world did they learn that? Well, they heard savages and they thought they were saying sandwiches. And so now it's a song that they sing when they're laughing, and they sing it together. They sing it together. We'll be in the car, and we'll like, who wants a breakfast sandwich? I do. And then one will say sandwiches, sandwiches, and then the other one starts up too. And so it's a song that we'll sing every single time we get like a breakfast sandwich or something from Tim Hortons and something. Oh yeah, we have things that, kids have said that we start dying. For the first week, Jonathan kept calling Denver diaper. Just constantly, he's like, diaper! It's like, Denver. Oh! Then it's, Denver. My sister used to hate the store Old Navy because she thought it was called Old Gravy and she didn't want clothes from Old Gravy. good. I love it. I don't know what is. Used to call cream cheese green cheese. Yep. When I was a kid, you know what I used to call seat belts? I used to call them speed belts. Everyone get their speed belt on. And it was I used to call knives bad forks. But if you think about it, the seatbelts, there's a logic to it. If you're speeding, right? They protect you if the car crashes from someone speeding. Speed belts. Oh, come on. Well, you can give a quick a quick like summary of. I pressed the jump button, but okay. If you want to, maybe during Q&R, which will be in about when we either finish this game. You know, we're 2 levels out, so. I had a lot of words that I mispronounced as a kid. Oh shoot. So when I was a kid, I had a pretty bad speech impediment. Now, luckily, I've been able to work on it, and I've tried to make sure that I don't have it, but it comes out when I'm tired. It comes out when I'm tired. When I'm very tired, you can kind of hear it. If you really, really focus on what I'm saying, you can slightly hear it when I'm tired. I can hear it. Other people can't, right? You know, a lot of people are like, I can't hear it. And I'm like, I can, right? And I had a bad speech impediment, and part of it was because my family thought the way that I said certain words was really cute, and because of it, that they never corrected me. And because of that, I started mispronouncing everything. And I was bullied to death not knowing why I had a severe speech impediment. And then once my parents figured out, oh, we gotta stop. Oh shoot, we gotta stop encouraging this. I had to go through a year of going to speech therapy and working on it. And once it clicked to me what was wrong with me, air quote, what was wrong with me, I felt a lot of shame. So I worked really hard on... I did it again. I worked just extenuously hard on my speech impediment, and to make sure that it doesn't, it would never come back. And I've made sure of that. I've made sure of it. Did it again. But yeah, I would try my best. It was real bad. It was real bad. Oh, jeez. But now it's... Dang it. At least I hope it's not so bad. I hope it's not so bad. Oof. Actually, funny enough, my wife didn't know that I had a speech impediment as a kid for the longest time. And she was just like, wait, you got a speech impediment? And I said, yeah. And she's like, I can and once I explained it to her what to look out for, she's like, I barely hear it. I almost sometimes have to remind her about it. Like, she'll forget that I ever even had it. But of course, me being me, I can hear it, right? I can hear it. I can hear it when it comes through. And it's kind of like... But also, you know, like I said, you know yourself more, right? You can hear all your flaws and your issues when everyone else is like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, you know, everyone says, what are you talking about? And it's like, well, yeah, can't you hear it? And it's like, well, no. Just say 3 as Dree up until the time I started making content, so that's what got me saying it correctly. But I will still pretty sure say Folgers incorrectly. Is it like Folgers? Folgers? I mean, I'm not going to sit here and judge on anyone's mispronunciation of words. I have been, there have been a number of words that people have been... Yeah, oh, I had one, right? I don't know if I would still consider as having one. I think overall I've been able to either suppress it to a point where you can barely hear it, or it's almost non-existent or not there. I've been able to essentially eliminate it except for S's. S's is where S's are the only thing that affect me now. So when I'm super tired, when I am super tired, my S's drag a lot. I'll be talking and I'll be fine, but then when I'm super tired, the S's drag. I've never heard it. Well, you see, that means I've been doing my job. I did a good job. But yeah. My S's drag when I get really tired. I just knows I have a tendency to slur S's when I'm tired. Yeah, it's my S's slur, and it's kind of not fun. It sucks, but I hate the minimizer thing. Always hated it. I've hated the timing of it. Never enjoyed it. Come on, man. I forget how to get through that one. Is it a slide jump? To just jump over it all, but I feel like I would just run into the fire pipes, wouldn't I? You can spin a projectile. I can? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. After all these years. Got it. Okay, so you can jump on them. Jeez. Why? This is such an awkward spot. Why did I try to spin before and it didn't work, and now it did? Whatever. As I said, it's been a hot minute since I played Insane. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, buddy. This one, I think this one spaced out is a bit worse than Piston Away, I think. Ah. Okay. Lots of things go boom. I'm at 23. Okay. They always have the worst scream, man. Like, they sound like they have just been, had their entrails ripped out of their nose holes, their nostrils. That's the word I was looking for. They sound like they just have their entrails ripped out of their nostrils. All right, we just got, I think, just one more, and then we are off to fight Cortex. Here we go. Boobaga. There we go. Oof. I just want to let everyone know, and I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your contributions tonight. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. After today's and tomorrow's streams, if we can hit the goal on our bar, we will be doing an additional 8-hour stream this month as a celebration for hitting our goal. Shoot. So we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. There we go. You know, That sucked. And not nice. Yes, Blue Knight, that is correct. That is the Shiny Canuck is live. That is the rebrand of the CGE Plays for the Pokemon channel. Now, we have launched a secondary channel. Now listen, I'm going to preface something. It's a Pokemon channel. It's a bit of a, it's a little bit, it's an early start to a channel. I only want you guys to go and check it out if you are interested. If you want to watch it, if you are genuinely interested in seeing Pokemon content, go and check it out. If you watch it and you're like, nope, this is not my this is not my cup of tea, that's fine. Don't subscribe. But if you're like, yes, I will watch this, I will genuinely watch these videos and these shorts and this stuff, I will genuinely watch it and interact with it, then okay, I would like you to go, you can go and you can check it out. But hey, Drew Skills, how's it going? My favorite YouTuber is between you and James Rolfe, honestly. But what's up to? Hi, how's it going? Thank you so much. I hope you're doing great. So here, I'll post the link to the channel, the new channel, and it's posted. If you want, you can. If you want to go and check it out, don't go and subscribe just because it's me. Don't be like, oh, I want to support my favorite Canadian, so I'll subscribe. I genuinely want you, if you guys are like, nah, I'm a big fan of CG, not for me, then that's okay. I am A-okay with that, and that is fine. But if you genuinely want to be like, yes, I do want to watch this content, yes, I am a fan of you, and et cetera, then okay, you can go and you can check it out. I will be doing more of an announcement. I'll be doing more of an announcement about it slowly over the next few weeks. So I don't know for my nephew's back to school event today. He's a 3rd grader now. Oh, that's awesome. My son's a 2nd grader. My oldest son, he's in grade 2. I remember grade 2. No! Am I making a new channel? I'm doing an experiment. That's what I'm doing. Genuinely, I'm doing an experiment. It is possible that this channel dies. It is very possible that this channel just straight up dies. Right? Or people dig it, they're interested in it, and they want to watch it. Right? So it's a means of trying something new. We're trying something new. There's been a lot of people that have already unsubbed from the channel. There's a lot of people that have already unsubbed. We were over 1,000 subs on it, and oh, come on. We were over 1,000 subs, and now we're under 1,000 subs again. So, where to watch? I'll post the link again. Here it is here. You should see it on the side there. I believe it should take you over there. The channel is called The Shiny Canuck. Of course, it being a reference to, being a Canuck myself. It will still have the Canadian Guy branding, of course, but it will have its own individual identity. It's not going to be like I'm not going to be trying to cross-contaminate too much unless people get very much genuinely interested. The link is there, but again, I iterate. If you're not interested in Pokemon, you're not really, you're just like, not really interested. Right now we're doing shiny hunts, but we might do some lore breakdowns and more later on. Brian Babcock donated $5 to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Visited Canada for the first time 3 years ago. Lovely country. Where did you visit? I'm curious. And thank you so much. And yes, I do love my country. I do. I'm very patriotic for my country. I love Canada. I love being Canadian. It's, you know, it's a little hard right now with all the stuff that's been going on, but I still support, you know, local Canadians and British Columbia. Oh, I haven't been to BC yet. I've been to Alberta though, and again, it's just magnificent. It is, you know, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. You too, I got you the shiny. Oh, we're doing Pokemon Pull Zero. No, we are doing Pokemon shiny hunts. We're shiny hunting Pokemon, and specifically on that channel, I'm a sucker at doing multi-hunts. So instead of being like, oh yeah, we're hunting for one Pokemon, I don't like that. No, I am about efficiency. I like being like, hey, how many shiny Pokemon can we catch in half an hour? Let's go. What's that? We only caught 2? Not enough. Not enough. Go back and do it again. So I'm very much a, I very much enjoy that. So I'm not going to comment on where I live, but I'll just give you like the ballpark of Southern Ontario, because you guys have seen my P.O. box, so you can get the gist of an idea or a ballpark of where I am, but I'll say Southern Ontario. But yeah, we try to keep that secret because people get weird about things. Yeah, we're right now doing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but University of Warfare Master. But nowadays the study permit visa is hard to get, so I'm waiting a little. That makes sense. No, not Pokemon Go. We did Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and then we'll be going to Legends ZA next as well. Oh, I got you, Brian. No, I'm not saying you're being weird. It's just that it's a general rule that we have across the board. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, though, is that it's just a rule that we have because, unfortunately, people have been weird in the past. Right? And even if, like, let's say you're being just a genuinely nice person, which I believe you are, other people might take the information and start getting weird with it, if that makes sense. So while, you know, you might be perfectly fine, stable, and a sane human being, there are people who are not, and because this is kind of like a public, you know, this is a public space, people are going to be able to reread the messages, so yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. We gotta keep an eye out, right? We gotta keep an eye out. So what's your way too early out of Aether predict for Game Awards? Of course, I think that's when I do think that is a high chance that we're gonna see Spyro. I think. Oh geez, will we there? Will we? I mean, I certainly hope so. Did I get the pink gem? Or the purple crystal? Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. For some reason, I blanked. I thought, did I miss that? Durr.
Yes! My plan is nearly complete. And I have you, Crash Bandicoot, to thank for it. Engine, what's happening? What's that? Is she stealing our signal?
Crash, Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna harness the force and use it to power the super
we're back now. Pardon the
Interruption.
Crash, bring me crystals.
Yeah, man, who would have thought that we couldn't trust the main bad guy for the franchise? Who would have thought? Did I ever? I did. Back in the day, I did. We did, Jordan, Fringe, and I used to collaborate quite often. We actually had a little, like, podcast for a little bit, I think. It was podcast or just a video thing? It was called the Spyro, the Spyro is my bro podcast. But, yeah, no, after Spyro, Jordan went off to do different stuff, and he's been very, very successful with his, other endeavors. And, yeah, we haven't really talked in a while, but, you know, hoping nothing but good things, and hoping that he's doing well, hoping he's doing good. Ow. Come on. Run faster. Hold on while running.
You haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot.
Shemp and I, it's been a while since Shemp and I have talked, but no, Shemp is cool.
What do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex vortex? It's still up there.
Just the crabs dragging him away. Of course, not the real ending. You gotta do the, you gotta get bring all the crystals to Embryo for him to shoot the laser and just bring it down. Boo doo doo doo. Boo doo doo doo. Boo doo doo doo. Boo doo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, ladies and gents, and that is the main story of Crash Bandicoot 2. Fish. So, also tomorrow we are going to be streaming. The Sonic Cross Worlds Open Test. That's going to be tomorrow, and I'm excited to. Whoa! Dagger just donated $100 through Super Chat. Incredible! Absolutely incredible! Thank you! Thank you so much. People come and go, but we hope the good ones are doing well. Well, I sure hope so. I do as well. I hope that they're all doing fantastic. I hope everybody who has come and gone in my life, whether it was somebody that disagreed with me or doesn't like me, or whether it's somebody that I have sat down, laughed, and broken bread with, or just known as, you know, a massive supporter, I wish them all nothing but good things in life. Genuinely, I do. And I hope that that they're doing really good. Hey! Bandicoot Girl donated $5 to Super Chat. Indeed incredible, but I will join in next time. Thank you so much for the $5, Bandicoot Girl. Jeez, guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot wait. Thank you. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. All right, guys. I'm going to get the stream set up for Q&R. We're going to do... Give me 1 second here. Alright, give me a second here. There we go. Ow. Alright. Give me a second here. Click to skip. Press Y to skip. Come on, there we go. Thank you, everybody, for your contributions tonight. We really do appreciate it. So we are now at the Q&R part of the stream. And if you don't know, Q&R is when it's questions and rants. Typically, I like to go on rants. Sometimes I get a little carried away. So instead of questions and answers, it's question and rants for Q&R. Also, if you don't mind, I will be doing some processing of these Sly Cooper bottles. They are for sale already. I threw them on the Etsy store. So if anybody is interested in a full-size Sly Cooper bottle, we also have the mini ones. I don't have them on hand right now, but I do have Sly Cooper bottles that are half the size. So, do you prefer Crash or Spyro? So I've answered this question numerous times, and I still have the same answer, and that's okay. I'm not being like, oh, I've answered this. No. And it is a slight lean to Spyro, but simply because of the fact that Spyro was my first game that I was given, that was my game. All the games that were bought were either like, oh, this is a family game, or oh, this is a game for my brother, or oh, this is a game for my sister. Spyro was the first game that was bought that was like, yeah, no, this is for CGE. This is for baby CGE, and it was genuinely mine. So, yeah, I actually have my original disc too. It's it's really funny. I have it still. Back in the 90s, we used to put our names on everything, and my mom wrote my name on the disc, on the front of the disc, and her handwriting, and it says my name on it, and it's very sentimental to me, and I'm happy that I have my original, not just a copy. I have my original one that was purchased for me, and I found it, and I just was very much like, oh my gosh. And I was very happy to find it. I was thrilled to find it. So I'll definitely be buying the guidebook once they're available. Thank you. I can't wait to get them up. Like I said, I have the prototype, but they're not fully ready. So if we got 10 minutes, if you got any questions, fire them away and I will try my best. Favorite type of fish? Are we talking about eating fish? In terms of eating, I mean, a perch and pickerel, or specifically perch. Fried perch is pretty good. I'm not a red fish kind of guy. I'm more of a Crash and Spyro are my childhood heroes in PlayStation. First was Crash, then Spyro. They're best friends and an inspiration to all of us fans. Yes, I love them both. I do love them both. I do. Some days I'm like, ooh, I'm in a Crash mood. And other days I'm like, I'm in a Spyro mood. But the general feel I get is whenever I'm playing Crash and I get something done, it's like, or whenever I see something new for Crash, I get hyped, like, let's go! And then other times, for Spyro, it's like, that's Spyro for me. I feel like the PlayStation 1 missed out on expanding further large open games after it came out, just how smooth it was to imagine. Maybe, yeah, definitely. I can see that. So the engine that Spyro used, it was kind of funny. There was like 3 or 4 engines running all at the same time, and there were just the different renderers rendering at different points of the game, which was smart, genius, right? It was very smart, very, very genius. So, but I've officially been accepted into the THQ Nordic Content Creator Program. That's big for my channel, especially for the new SpongeBob in November. Well, congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy that you have been accepted. I'm happy that everything's working out for you that way. Congratulations. Again, for me, I'm happy for people that are covering SpongeBob, and I hope that, like I said, I'm probably not going to be touching it unless THQ Nordic were to reach out and ask, and then we would work something out or talk. But yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back on that sponsorship that I had. I'm still waiting to hear back from that sponsorship that I got. Like I said, we got through the initial thing. We just gotta wait. Are you a Blue Jays fan? So I'm not a baseball fan. I don't mind the Blue Jays. Whenever I see the Blue Jays stuff, I'm just like, woo! You know, you kind of like, you know, the token Canadian support because, like I said, I'm not a big sport ball guy. I wish there was a Canadian football team, but there isn't. Because, you know, we got the NBA and we have the MLB and we have NHL. Why can't we have a Canadian team? Which I would love. But the token Canadian team, I would say for football would have to be Buffalo Bills, in my opinion, because I'm a big Bills fan. So, oops, all hockey, yeah. Is there any video game that you've played that brings your competitive side? League of Legends definitely does that for me. League of Legends brings out my competitive side. Rumble started to really tap into that. Rumble really started to tap into my competitive side a little bit. So I was definitely starting to get that into Rumble. Other games I get competitive, but I used to be a okay competitive Hearthstone player. I haven't played Hearthstone in a long time though. So I would say Hearthstone, League of Legends, and we'll just say Rumble for now, even though there may be another game in between there that maybe brought more of my competitive spirit out. I appreciate it, Blue Knight. I do. I understand it. Just, again, after my poor experience from my last SpongeBob coverage, I've just decided to kind of be like, nah. I'll let other content creators take that and run with it. Oh, yeah, one thing that I'm definitely not going to be doing over on that secondary channel, I'm not doing news. I am not doing news. I already have enough things I have to focus on for Canadian Guy A for news. I'm not going to be doing Pokemon news. If there's something that's like, hey, here's my thoughts on this because I thought it's cool, and that's it, that might happen. But beyond that, it's not going to be like, breaking news, Gen 10 starters are out. Oh boy, I'm not saying I won't do a video on that. I might do a video in an untimely manner, like a month after they came out. Like, hey guys, here's my thoughts about the new starters. I think they're neat, or I think they're silly, or I'm going to choose this. Ha ha ha, right? And that's where what I'll probably do. But beyond that, yeah. Hearthstone duos when? I haven't tried the duos. How is it? Is it fun? I've never done it. You're almost at 84K. Think you'll say 86 by the end of the year and push to 100K by the end of 2026? So I don't think I'm going to be breaking 100K until Spyro 4 gets announced. When Spyro 4 gets announced, that's going to be the sprint. We're currently on a marathon. We're sprinting. And then once Spyro 4 is announced, it's going to become a full blast, full brunted sprint to the finish line. And it's going to basically be, you know, I told my wife, I had a chat with her. I said, listen, I said, and she knows, and she's like, I get it. She says, you're 100% right. Don't worry about it. She's like, I agree that when Spyro 4 is announced, it's going to become like a lot of 12-hour days and just content just releasing. And it's like, as soon as it's done, it goes up, right? I liked Battlegrounds a lot. I did like a lot of Battlegrounds. I remember Battlegrounds. I did enjoy that quite a bit. That was a lot of fun. Thoughts on the SpongeBob movie and the Flying Dutchman recast? Don't really got too many thoughts about it for whatever reason. Just like, you know. But yeah, it was I like SpongeBob. I'm not like crazy into SpongeBob, but I like it. I think it's funny. But I'm not like I'm not crazy into SpongeBob. I'm not like, you know, oh, I've watched every episode or I've watched every season or whatever. I haven't, but I do enjoy it. It is fun. It is something that like, oh, the kids want to watch SpongeBob? Sure, why not, right? And when SpongeBob was on live, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I said, when I was a kid, I remember I had said before I used to hate SpongeBob, but then one time my dad watched it just to spite me, but then my dad actually started to like it. Then my dad went to watch it just to spite me, just to make fun of me. But then he actually started watching it. He's like, this is actually kind of good. And I was angry about it. And then I sat down and watched it with him. And it started to get really... I started to get it. I was like, okay, I get it now. I see why this is funny. The plan backfired. Yeah, the plan completely backfired. My dad was just like, just to watch it, just to make fun of me and spite me, just to make me angry. But then he was genuinely watching. He's like, this is actually kind of funny. Because I can tell you when it was so where we watched it back in the day when we went to up north, they had something that back then used to mean something. It means absolutely diddly squat today, but back then, when you said these words, everyone got their jimmies in a twist, and they had satellite TV. I'm talking 2003, 2004, having satellite in 2004. Woo! That was the stuff. That was, woo. So anyway, we couldn't afford satellite. So, but the cottage that we went up to, but the cottage that we went up to, and of course, being Canadian, we didn't get Nickelodeon, right? We had Teletoon and YTV, but we didn't have Nickelodeon or like Cartoon Network or any of that. And so we went up north and we would get satellite, and on it we got Nickelodeon. And of course, back in 2003, 2004, what did Nickelodeon have playing almost like every other episode? How long would they play segments of SpongeBob? It would be just non-stop SpongeBob. And Dad knew that I did not like SpongeBob. Now, I can't remember the reason why I initially didn't like SpongeBob, but I don't know what it was. And what he would do is that every morning when we would get up and the first chunk of SpongeBob episodes would play at like 8, whatever it was 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, I can't remember, he would crank the volume to the max the little TV could go as I'm sleeping. And all you would hear, of course, for someone who is agitated by that, are you ready, kids? And I was sleeping and I'd be waking up, I'd be like, oh, Dad, no. And he'd start laughing. And then he's banging on my door. Aye, Captain! I was like, no, stop! And, he's banging on the door to wake me up. And I'm like, oh, no. And I was just like, Dad. So I came out, I'm plugging my ears like a child. Because I was, a child. And, he's laughing. And I'm like, can we turn this off? He's like, no, it's my turn. He was like, no, it's my turn to choose what we watch, and I'm choosing SpongeBob. I was like, Dad, can we watch one of your Westerns or one of your old man movies? Just anything but SpongeBob. Nope. No, we're watching SpongeBob just to make fun of me, to spite me in the morning. But then, the episode, I can tell you the episode and the moment that Dad fell in love with SpongeBob. And all you SpongeBob nuts will remember this one. Patrick, you're alive! I am? That was the moment that my dad started howling. He started howling. He thought it was the funniest thing ever. He just started laughing, and he would quote that. He quoted that for the rest of the vacation, where it was just, Patrick, you're alive. I am. And it was, my dad just thought it was hysterical. And that whole episode, the whole Wormy episode, Patrick! Oh boy, here we go. Ah, boy. Thank you for the $2 donation. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this real quick, okay? 9 times out of 10, I think a lot of people are getting really reactive with using that word, and that word is just really gotten to the point where it doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't mean anything anymore, and it just, people have just used it as a tag for a specific pointed things that just don't mean anything anymore. It just doesn't mean anything anymore. And also, look, I'm a video game channel, man. I'm a video game channel. I'm not getting into that. If I like the content, I like the content. If I don't like the content, I don't like the content. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And I don't like or dislike something because it falls into a category. I like or dislike something because I like or dislike it. That's it. That's it. Whenever I hear that word used now, I roll my eyes because it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's just been over butchered, overused, overthrown, overused, over this, over that, and it's over. I've seen it used in such stupid ways, and I'm just tired of it, and I just don't care. I just don't care anymore, man. I just don't care. It's just, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I really need to say about it. I'm not getting involved. I'm not a politics channel, and I never will be a politics channel. I'm not going to sit here and like or dislike something because it fits to thing here, there, up, down, whatever. It's silly. It's just silly, and I'm not getting involved with it. I like what I like. I dislike what I dislike. It is what it is, right? And that's that. That's really all. As Forrest Gump would say, that's really all I gotta say about that. So, and we're gonna leave it there. So, it makes everything, like, it doesn't matter anymore. So, Star, I didn't know it was your birthday. Well, happy birthday! I'm sorry, but I am thrilled that it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Star. You deserve it. One second. I hope you had a great time. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate everything that you guys have done. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back. One second. We'll be back tomorrow with the what I'm super excited with the new Sonic racing game. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.